Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
Early math tutoring again?
Maybe if Brantley ever gets...
Sarah, hey. I made it.
Barely.
Yeah, I know. I'm late again. I'm sorry, but Sarah, I really need your help with that math test today.
Yeah, okay, Brantley. We still have a little bit of time, and I already ate my breakfast.
Breakfast? Who has time to eat breakfast? I mean, I barely have time to get out the door and get here. I can't fix breakfast or bring it with me like you do.
I get mine at the kiosk near the parking lot. And breakfast is...
It's the most important meal of the day. You break the fast. I've heard all that.
It fuels the body, fuels the brain.
And it gets me ready for the day.
It's as important as studying for our math test.
No way.
Way.
You might not even need a tutor if you aren't falling over your desk by third period.
And if you had a little more fuel in your body and brain.
Breakfast?
Breakfast. Check it out.
I eat breakfast because I'm more focused and I can concentrate.
I get better grades on my tests. I like school breakfast because it's tasty, it's good, and it makes me feel good.
And if you don't eat breakfast, you won't be able to concentrate because you're focused on your hunger.
It made me feel very wonderful. It gives me brain power. It makes my mind focus.
My morning is like any high schooler's morning. You wake up, you're feeling drowsy, you get ready for another day. As soon as you get here, you don't have much energy, but the school provides a nice free breakfast, which picks you up, gets you ready for the whole day, and quite frankly, it keeps you focused.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And studies show that kids who eat breakfast do better in school. They're more focused, able to think better, and get better grades.
Even in math?
Especially in math.
Let me put it like this. What time did you eat dinner last night?
After practice, so about 7.
And when do you go to lunch?
Around 1.
So how many hours between when you ate dinner last night and when you'll eat lunch today?
Okay. 7 last night to 7 this morning. That's 12 hours. And now 12 plus 6 equals 8. Wow, that's 18 hours. No wonder I'm starving by lunch every day.
Now you're getting it. And you can start getting your breakfast every morning here, too.
And did you know most North Carolina schools offer breakfast? They offer it before school or work it into the school day. And they serve it in lots of different ways.
There's traditional school breakfast in the cafeteria, grab and go, breakfast in the classroom.
Or breakfast kiosk. And there's second chance breakfast, too.
Second chance?
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
East Montgomery High School doubled the number of students eating breakfast when they started serving it during morning break.
The Second Chance Breakfast Program allows us to kind of level that playing field and give all of our students an opportunity to walk into a classroom, receive the instruction, and not have an impediment that consists of hunger pangs.
The Second Chance Breakfast is from 9:30 to 9:45, and students that miss their breakfast in the morning have the opportunity to eat breakfast at that time. We increased our participation by 50%.
We added 10 minutes to the school day so that we were able to implement the Second Chance Breakfast, took no time away from instruction whatsoever, gave the kids the opportunity to have some social time, but more importantly, gave our children an opportunity to have a good meal in the morning. And it's been extremely successful.
Students have been really enthusiastic. They've really enjoyed it. Teachers have sent messages to me saying that students are paying more attention, learning, and want to continue the program.
First thing we need to do is what? Write down our formula. So C equals...
My students really like it. They come into class, they're not hungry because they would complain before, and they do really well. And it just makes the class a lot more fun for the kids because they want to be involved in the lesson and do all the activities that we have.
What are they telling me Fahrenheit equals? 110, very good.
We promoted the school breakfast program in a number of ways. We had our students involved in creating some banners and posters that we had displayed in the school. We made several Alert Now phone call messages to parents to inform them of our program. We had some information in our local paper, and again, I think one of the things was that the students took hold of it, and the students had a part in helping us.
Thank you, my daughters. You do a great job. As an educator, as a teacher, I can serve their academic needs with my teacher resources. Second Chance Breakfast helps them emotionally, physically be fit and ready for a school day.
Breakfast is brain fuel.
I like that second chance idea. Only thing is, I don't care when you serve it. If the food doesn't taste good, I'm still not gonna eat it.
Shows what you know about the food here. You need some breakfast lessons along with your math lessons.
She might be right. Our school's breakfast, the food is healthy and nutritious. And it tastes good too. Really good.
Seriously?
Seriously, there's plenty of choices, hot and cold. Eggs, grits,
whole grain toast and cereal,
low-fat yogurt and milk, fresh fruit, and 100% juice.
You can even get whole wheat pancakes, oatmeal,
Okay, all right, stop. You guys are making me hungry.
You've got plenty of choices, and it's like that at most North Carolina schools.
We're lucky. Our school tries to serve things we want to eat. Like that school in Guilford County. Tell them about Montlieu, Sarah.
Yeah, that's a good example. The students filled out surveys for the menu item they most wanted, whole wheat pancakes.
The school also figured out how to make it easy for everyone to get breakfast.
They sure did. Check this out.
Our school breakfast program here at Montlieu has been pretty successful. It's a grab-and-go breakfast model where the kids come into the cafeteria or they go to the satellite site, grab a bag, grab their milk, and go to the classroom to eat.
We had some challenges in beginning this program with the number of students to feed in a short period of time so that we did not lose instructional time. It meant that we had to change the way that we served breakfast. So we set up a station at the front door for car riders, which meant we had to buy some warming cabinets, set up tables, and have insulated coolers to put milk and other products in.
We knew what we had to do. We know what the outcome was. The outcome was everybody eating breakfast and not taking away from the instructional time.
Can you reach it? Right.
So what we decided to do was make the breakfast cards, put them on posters, and put them strategically in 2 different locations in the building where kids could come in and check their names off, get their breakfast, and then go to class, eat breakfast, and start instruction at the same time.
This method has worked like clockwork. Once we got a few of the bugs worked out, we have great help from the school. Our staff is ready when the students come in. It just flows wonderfully, and we're not losing instructional time by doing it the way we're doing it.
Make sure that you're copying down the sentence of the day. You need to write the word down and what you think the word means while you're eating your breakfast. Thank you, guys.
Some of the feedback that we've gotten from teachers and from parents is that, they see the difference in the kids. They see that they learn better, they're ready to learn, that they have better behavioral issues in class. They've just embraced the whole program and they've been very supportive.
We've increased participation almost to 100% at this school. This is a highly needy school, so we wanted to capture every child we possibly could. We're not only meeting a need to help prepare them for the day to be a better learner, but that we're satisfying a basic need of hunger.
All this talk about breakfast. I wouldn't mind taking on a stack of pancakes right about now.
Breakfast looking a little more appealing to you?
Definitely.
That happened at Montlieu too. They increased the number of students eating breakfast by almost 100%.
Didn't they get some kind of grant too?
They were awarded a grant from the Southeast United Dairy Industry Association, and they put that money to good use. They did their surveys, they promoted the new menu and the new way of serving breakfast, and they bought a warming unit for the satellite station.
Wow, that's pretty smart of them. They must have had breakfast.
I think they made some clever calculations.
Ugh.
Speaking of calculations, Brantley, here's one for you. Let's say you have 500 students.
Yeah, let's not.
Can we get them all through the cafeteria line and fed in 15 minutes?
No idea.
Oh, that's a great answer.
Just give it a try. It's good practice.
Okay. So even if it only took 2 seconds to feed each student, that's still already over 16 minutes. So my answer, it's impossible.
And that is exactly the same answer they got at a school in Transylvania County.
But they didn't let that stop them. Take a look at how Rosman Middle School solved their impossible math problem.
been child nutrition director in Transylvania County for about 13 years. And about 10 years ago, I started researching a universal breakfast or breakfast in the classroom. And I determined that it's really impossible to have a universal breakfast program that's in the cafeteria. So breakfast in the classroom is the way to make sure you're actually serving all your children.
These words build on each other as you work down. You're going to start.
I consider myself an old school teacher. I've been in the profession for a long time. And initially I was resistant to change. I was resistant to the idea of having daily breakfast with my students in the classroom. But the minor challenges of having the daily breakfast in the classroom can easily be overcome, and the positives of the program strongly outweigh any challenges that you have to face.
The way that we make the Universal Breakfast Program work is that we try to make what the teachers have to do on their end of this process as low maintenance as possible. Once that a routine is established, it's pretty smooth.
Breakfast in the classroom is not a problem for me at all. It's very easy to fit into my daily routine. The kids come in, one student just goes up and gets breakfast, brings it back, and I like to read a book to them while they're eating. They just enjoy that time of getting to hear someone read out loud to them, and it's also a time for me to help their vocabulary grow.
I would like to see a show of hands. Raise your hand if you had breakfast at school today. Wow, looks like everybody, 100%. Okay, hands down, good job.
One of the key components of being successful is making sure that you equip your students to be successful. And starting the day with a breakfast and something in their stomach gets their brains working, it helps them to focus, they're not worried about being hungry, and we think it adds to our success.
I like that idea. Having breakfast brought right to the classroom.
Even your math classroom?
You know, I think I can handle a bit of an eggs and equations combo.
Looks like we might be making some progress this morning.
We might. And the progress they made helped them win the USDA Best Practices Award for their school breakfast program.
Cool.
And it's a big deal. Out of 10 to 12,000 schools in the Southeast, only 8 of them won that award.
And they're not the only school in the state to win an award. Thomasville Primary won the USDA Healthier U.S. School Challenge Gold Award.
Awesome.
And at the time, they were one of only 60 schools in the entire country to win a gold award.
Wow. They must have like a school full of geniuses.
They're pretty sharp, and they know a whole lot about nutrition and healthy eating.
They make it part of everything they do, like in their classes. It's part of English, PE, even math.
Sure is. Check it out.
Thomasville Primary School is one of the longest running schools with universal breakfast. I've been director for 17 years and we've been doing it for 17 years. We started in the dining room and we had a few hundred kids that would eat breakfast every morning, and so now we take it up to the classrooms and we take it on our carts and deliver it, and now we're serving about 850 a day just at this school.
Star, why is breakfast so important?
Well, you can start your day off good with a nice breakfast.
All right. Are we lucky here? Do we have breakfast every morning in our class?
We are here to educate the whole child, so we are very concerned about their eating, their exercising, their sleep, and helping parents and children to know about healthy life habits.
We don't feel like we're losing academic time. In fact, we feel like we're gaining academic time, but because the teacher throughout the day, especially throughout the morning, has to focus less on other needs of the student if they've got a student that's well fed.
The vegetables,
fruit, milk,
and the meat.
Thomasville Primary School won the USDA Healthier School Challenge Award, and we received the Gold Award.
We are very proud to have been the winners of the Healthier School Challenge Award, and we're doing a lot of integration of subjects so that my PE teacher is covering things not only about her physical education, but about health.
Raise your hand. Why is breakfast important for us? Jahar.
Because we want to have strong bones.
And then I am very pleased to tell you that we also integrate all of our subjects so that in math you're going to see some physical activities, in writing you're going to see them writing about nutrition or other things they've learned in other subjects. So we have a nice integration of skills which helps us to build a healthy child
and all the information children need to make good decisions. And all of that feeds back into our breakfast program where we get started with a good breakfast.
I know my food groups.
I'm a smart kid.
Fly! Green, good. Jump. Oh.
I know my food groups. Oh, yes, I do. 'Cause I'm a smart kid.
I see you found some inspiration.
Totally. Those kids at Thomasville Primary have got their act together.
And everybody's involved, the students, the staff, and the administrators. They all work together to make their program a big success.
Teamwork. Like Coach says, we can't win unless we work together.
He's so right. And for school systems, the big win is having students who are well-fed and ready to do their best.
And ready to take on the world with knowledge and healthy behaviors that will last a lifetime.
In order for it to be a successful program, you have to have the backing of everybody, the students, the teachers, the principal, the administrators, our school board. Everybody has to be on board and know how important it is for these children to have this nutritious meal.
I can't think of any greater calling than to not only educate a child, but also make sure that we provide for some of their basic necessities, such as having a full stomach.
My students have always been my priority. I love English literature. I love language studies. But I love my students, and I know that there is not a person alive who can function without eating. There's not a person alive who would prefer to miss a meal consistently.
I think that anyone who works in public education loves children, and we want to see our children succeed. And the 4,000 children in this county are my children, and I have a vested interest in their success and in their health.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready to focus academically and succeed?
Yeah, that. But I'm also ready to do a lot more than just talk about breakfast. I'm ready to do something about it.
Where are you going?
To get my brain fuel.
You keep spreading the word about breakfast, Sarah, and you won't have anybody left to tutor.
I can live with that and have more time for breakfast.